The Weed of the Week is sponsored by the Enlist Weed Control System from Dow AgroSciences, a new herbicide and trait system that will build on glyphosate.
You work to protect your farm's legacy and to keep it going. Introducing the Enlist Weed Control System, an advanced herbicide and trait system that will build on glyphosate for exceptional control of tough weeds. The next chapter begins.
Our Weed of the Week is Velvetleaf. This one's pretty easy to identify, Darren, so let's focus on control.
Well, when we think about control of velvetleaf, it can pop up late in the season, and even a velvetleaf plant that gets just a few inches tall can already put on a seed head. So for farmers thinking, well, I wiped out my velvetleaf, hold on. You're gonna have to go back in your field one more time and make sure that you got enough crop canopy to keep that weed under control.
All right, let's talk about corn, pre-emerge. What could you do?
Well, pre-emerge, anything that has python in it does a nice job. So I really like Triple Flex, I like Sure Start, and also any of the Balance products. Balance is actually pretty effective if you get some moisture to kill velvetleaf.
All right, post-emerge, what's best?
Well, post-emerge, Hornet also has that python in it, but if you use the Triple Flex Sure Start, then you're gonna have to switch to something else. So the products I like the best are Callisto, Laudis, Impact, Armazon. They do a fantastic job and have residual.
Throw a little bit of atrazine with them to make them even better though. Okay, and soybeans, what would you use pre?
Well, pre-emerge in soybeans, again, you could use Python. So if you're gonna mix Python in with any of your pre-emerge products, Python adds a lot to velvetleaf control, especially if you have high pH soil. It's even more effective there.
But Darren, Python's expensive.
Well, it certainly is expensive, and you know, not everything's perfect, Brian. Prowl has a little bit of activity on...
Not much.
It has a little bit on velvetleaf if you're using the high rate, but most guys are cutting that rate.
Metrobuzin's got some activity too. Okay, post-emerge in soybeans, that's pretty easy.
Well, post-emerge, you've got Cadet and Resource, and you can also use both those products in corn, and they're labeled up to 36-inch tall velvetleaf, so you're going to kill the velvetleaf, there's no doubt.
Okay, we don't typically see velvetleaf in wheat, how come?
We get early crop canopy, and that just wipes out a lot of these weeds that pop up mid to late season in most fields. So when we get good crop canopy, that's awesome. Plus we've got a grass crop, Brian, so when you use something like Husky, you're gonna smoke velvetleaf.
As always, you can check the free Ag PhD field guide, which is available on a smartphone or iPad, just to find out what Darren and I would recommend for this weed, as well as identification and many other things.
That's all the time we have for this week's weed, but Iron Talk is coming up next.